If you guys like how I do my chart analysis on YouTube and you want to learn how to do it yourself, click the link below to check out the Vee Trades technical analysis course. What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for Alibaba with the ticker symbol BABA. If you want a chart analysis guaranteed to be done, please read the description below. Also, take a second to give the video a like and subscribe for more chart analysis. I appreciate it very much. This video is for entertainment purposes only, does not constitute any financial advice. I will first go over what I see in the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. Man, I'm really pumped up, guys. It's Friday and I've been pretty much right on a lot of my predictions. Unfortunately, it was towards the downside, not because I'm a bear or anything like that, and not because the overall sentiment is bearish. It's because I know how to read a chart, and the chart will tell me where prices want to go. Sometimes it's good to be a contrarian. However, sometimes the majority is right. For example, I'm pretty sure most people are bearish, and that's pretty much the right side of the market you want to be on. You want to be on the bearish side because things aren't looking good on the charts. We continue to make lower lows and lower highs. Eventually, when the market reverses, then you want to be a bull, but you have to let the chart let you know when, not any fundamental or news as of right now. So let's take a look at BABA. Again, looks like we're continuing to sell off and trying to fill in this gap, which I will describe in more detail in a second. And also, guys, check out my course if you guys want to learn how to do this yourself in the coming years, or if the market ever gets really volatile. You got to have something, you have to have an edge that separates you from other investors. And what is that going to be? It's probably going to be learning how to read a chart, since most people don't want to do it, and that could end up saving you a lot of money over the long term. So let's take a look at this chart for Alibaba. And again, I'm gonna have to go over this range that I normally put on here for you guys. So BABA was stuck inside of this range for a while, and you can see that the support was right at this 112 level. Prices broke it. We traded all the way down to the $73 level. We bounced, saw a lot of buying come in. We gapped up, pushed through the EMA, and we even pushed back through the support level at the 112. We were consolidating for several weeks. Eventually, bulls couldn't defend this level and sellers came in the market. Aggressive sellers started to push down the market, and we pushed right through the EMA. We gapped over it, and we're still continuing to sell off. You can see that this is a nice, very aggressive downtrend right here. You can see that if I put a channel for the downtrend, all these price bars are inside of it, meaning we have not lost the strength of selling. So you can see that the buying is at this, the selling is at this consistent angle down. So the channel is still in play, and the bears are still in control. So there's no signs of weakness as right now, and it really looks like they're trying to target this empty space on the chart, which is this gap, and the gap will be filled right around the 76.97 level. So that's when the gap will be filled, and we pretty much already started filling in the gap. So that's my target in the short term. I have another target which is right at the lows of this bear market, right around that $73 level, and I even have a little bit lower one which I'll show you guys in a couple of minutes. So again, we had this range pattern, we broke out of it. Usually breakouts fail. We came back to test the breakout level. Prices try to find some type of support and stabilize. However, it failed. We started selling off, and now we are back below the EMA, and we are inside of an aggressive channel working lower. So this does not look good for the price. Let me zoom out on the chart just a little bit and show you guys the market structure pattern, which can lead to more selling towards the downside. So again, it's important to know the market structure or the way the market moves and not just focus on a bunch of patterns. So whenever we have a downtrend like this and we get the first break, because we cannot reach the opposite side of the channel, that shows signs of weakness for the sellers in the macro pattern. So we had to break out on the top side. Even though we have a breakout, that doesn't mean we're going to reverse and go back to all-time highs. We should go back down to retest the previous low in a downtrend, and that's exactly what prices are doing. So that's just the market structure. So once you understand the market structure, you'll be in a better position to give price predictions. So my target, again, is to fill in this gap in the short term. We could possibly do it next week, depending on how bearish the market is. You can see the S&P 500 closed down like almost 3%. So markets are definitely selling off. Things are looking bearish. And the target that I have for Alibaba is there at the 65-68 level. And again, that might be reached fairly soon too, maybe the mid-May or even late May. So there's 3 targets that I have in mind, and it looks like short sellers are going to target all 3. I think the first one is a 76.89 level. So the conservative short sellers are going to start taking profit there. Aggressive ones are still going to continue to hold their position until we reach the low 70s and possibly the mid 60s. So there's definitely much more lower targets that short sellers can hold their position to, because this market is super bearish and it's just more profitable to be a short seller than a buyer, and it's less risky. You can see that if you bought any time in this market, you pretty much already at a loss. However, if you sold at any point in this market, except maybe at the lows of this downtrend, you'd be in profit. So even these guys who sold right around the bottom of this downtrend are not as much down as someone who bought back up here. So you can see that we're pretty much coming right back to that breaking even level for them, and they might even be in a little bit of profit once we reach this measure move target. So again, it's a short sellers market, and whenever the big dogs reverse the market, then people will start looking for longs. Right now, people are looking for shorts. So I'm looking for lower price targets, and I give you guys an update next Friday if anything else changes drastically. I'm not saying we're going to continue in this channel. Obviously, this pattern will break. Even if we do get a break, maybe back up to the $100 level, there's still a lot of reasons why we should continue lower. So even if we do see a pullback in the market, which is expected because we are getting far away from the EMA, and eventually we will rubber band back to it. So we could just continue in this orange channel working lower like this, or even if we do get a pullback, we can still continue lower. So there's multiple reasons why we should continue lower, and we can wrap this up on the weekly chart right now. Here's the weekly chart for Alibaba, and this is a very simple trend to analyze. It's just a downtrend. Prices are making lower lows and lower highs. We're still continuing down. You can see that EMA is still acting as resistance, and we have not been above it since pretty much February of last year. Just a very brutal bear market. You just do not want to be buying this, because we could just continue lower and lower. There's really no end in sight. Better off just saving your cash and just waiting for a reversal. So you can see that every time we came near this blue line or the EMA, we saw aggressive selling. This week and the previous 2 weeks have been red, meaning when prices open on Monday, prices close lower on Friday. So we've been going down for the 3 consecutive weeks. So again, we're seeing aggressive selling coming in the market. No way that this $74 level is the low. There's like a 90%, 95% probability is not a low. I'll be shocked if the market just reverses from here and we go all back up to all-time highs. That's just very unlikely. I'm looking for a new low in the market, and eventually you guys also watch out for the new all-time low for Alibaba. So I'm looking for a 100% retracement back down to these prior lows. There's definitely still some buyers in this market who have their positions here, who bought over here, and I think the market is targeting the break-even stops. So once everyone is stopped out, then that's probably when the market wants to reverse and start going for the short seller stops. As right now, the buyers are getting squeezed out of the market. I'm looking for 100% retracement, eventually maybe back down to that $58, $55 level. We'll have to wait and see, but this downtrend channel is extremely strong. Even if we do get a break outside of it, we can get a retest of the lows. So just a long time before we start seeing some bullish action, especially for the Chinese stocks. Maybe American stocks aren't that bearish where they can reverse sooner than Chinese stocks, but Chinese stocks definitely looking like, because it could be a brutal bear market. So that's all I have for Alibaba. Thank you for stopping by and checking out my video. Make sure to check out the rest of the channel, since you might be surprised at what you can learn. Leave a comment down below on where you think prices are headed. Also share the video if you want your friends to learn about the markets. Lastly, I appreciate any feedback to help improve the channel, since I want to deliver great content to you guys. See you next time, and bye.